Hello, my beautiful rebel souls. I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to do a New Year Astrological Rebel Soul Oracle reading. I'm going to use my massive Ancestral Healing 1 and 2 decks that I've combined into one. And I'm going to just go down the line. So we're going to start with the first sign of Aries, right? So let's go with Aries. So what's coming up for Aries in the new year for our rebel souls? Okay, we have North America. What else? Elder. And influence. Okay, so I get a sense that for Aries who are watching this particular video, that North America, like travel may be in your midst. So if you're an Aries, rising, moon, or sun, it doesn't matter. I feel like this is going to be a big theme for you. You may be finding yourself kind of traversing all over North America. Sorry, guys. All over North America. And the reason being is, we have elder, like you imparting some wisdom that maybe you're downloading from your elders. Maybe you have a gift of being able to tap in with your elders, or maybe you are able to relate to living elders in a way that other people can't. Or maybe you just, with the elders, your ancestors, you have a gift. And so you will be leaning into this gift and also sharing this gift more so this year. Maybe this wasn't something that you really was exploring, maybe years back, but now over the last year or so, it's really kicked in with a high vengeance. And so now it's a part of your everyday life. And elders also could be you having to literally take care of elders in your life, like parents, aging parents or aging loved ones. It could also mean you having to listen to your elders, Aries. It could mean that there's some wisdom that they want to share and that you really need to listen to. This could be people going on a pilgrimage of sorts, Aries. And then we have influence. Aries is going to be in a place of really being a high influence on the people around them. Social media, you're going to have a strong influence on. You're going to be the leader of the pack, so to speak, in many different areas of your life. And you are going to have to be careful about how your influence affects people, and then also how maybe you have been or how you are being influenced. And that's why it's going to be imperative to tap into that wisdom in the new year from your elders. And I just get a strong sense of a lot of traveling is happening, or maybe not a lot of traveling, but a big trip, maybe across the country, or a big something happening as it relates to North America. All right, so that is for our lovely Aries. Next up is Taurus. What's coming up for Taurus energetically in the new year? We got revolutionary. Nice. Anything else? I like to shuffle from this mess. Okay, so I might reshuffle these cards back in because it doesn't really matter. We got revolutionary or revolution. So a big change happening for Tauruses who are watching this video. Support. You're now feeling like you're being supported and confidant. Okay, wow. So in this new year, my rebel soul Tauruses, either you're showing up literally as a revolutionary, as someone who is changing the way we're looking at things or doing things. Or maybe you are an activist and you're actually making some revolutions happening in your life, Taurus. Or maybe this is just simply on your home front, that there's been a big change in your life, a big revolution happening. That's a big theme in your year, Taurus, like a huge theme in your year. But know that you are supported. Not only are you in a position to support others in such an amazing way, but you are going to be supported. You will be supported by the universe planting people strategically around you to help you on your journey, to help support you in attaining your goals. And you will be a confidant. You will be a good, strong listening ear for those empaths, rebel soul Tauruses. People are going to really feel like they can trust you, and they're going to be coming to you and constantly like revealing things to you. It's going to be almost uncanny to you in the 2021. Like, wow, everyone just kind of comes to me and opens up their soul to me. I don't even know why or how this happens, but I'm a confidant. And then this is also a call that even though you can be that person, that grounded, earthy person for people, just remember that you may sometimes need that love. You may sometimes need that confidant, that someone that you can, share your thoughts with. So remember that. Remember that self-care piece, that you may need. Okay, so that's for Taurus. Next up is Gemini. Let's get Gemini going. What's going on for Gemini or Gemini Rebel Souls for 2021? Okay, we got Seer. Anything else? Let me do this. Hold on. We got Seer. I kind of want to break it up. Anything else? What else is going on for Gemini? Okay. Okay, Seer, really tapping into those gifts this year is happening for the Geminis who are watching this. Like, you are being called to use your gifts for others, to help others. Maybe you are starting to rely more on the gifts of others to see into your future, but I get a sense this might be you being a seer and really it coming out into like full bloom in your life this year in 2021. Peacekeeper. Either there's this situation in your life that finally has some peace, or you are represented as the peacekeeper in that situation, or maybe this is just a confirmation of the peacekeeper that you already are as a seer. That's part of the gifts that you have. Not only are you able to see, you are also really good at conflict management, something that you can toot, if you will, if you are a reader or if you're a seer or a medium or psychic, you can emphasize you are the peacekeeper. You bring the peace, Gemini. You are the conflict manager. So that's just something to consider. Sweet tooth. Now, this could come up in many different ways for our Geminis, okay? This could be I don't know. This could represent you literally having an insatiable sweet tooth and it needs to be fulfilled at all times. It could mean be careful about overindulging this year. It could mean to maybe sometimes don't deny yourself. If for those, because Geminis could be doing one or the other, either denying themselves, trying to be too super strict, and it's a time to have a sweet tooth, or maybe you've been overindulging and you need to pull back and watch the sweet tooth. Otherwise, you're going to get a bad report from the dentist or from the doctor, and you don't want that. You want, a balanced approach to things. And then this card could also indicate that sweet things are to come. All right, Gemini, that's quite lovely. In a moment, I'll probably, I think I'm going to shuffle in the cards from the first. So we've done just the first three. I try to keep them, I don't want to be super long, but I just was called to do this for my Rebel Souls. I thought this would be fun that we do. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Cancer. So we got Cancer on the brain, not on the brain. You know what I mean. Cancer, the astrological sign. Okay, so for Cancers, what's coming up for 2021 for our Rebel Souls who are called to watch this? Okay, we got Peacekeeper again. All right, Cancers. What else is coming up? Hermit. Let me see, one more card. One more. What's this? Drought. Okay. All right, Cancer. So we have Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper comes up again. I shuffle these cards really good. Peacekeeper, Hermit, and Drought. So be careful about feeling depleted. You need to literally drink more water this coming year. You need to not focus so much on what you don't have. Focusing too much on lack brings about more lack. So you already are feeling kind of depleted, and so it's easy to focus on what you don't have or what you would like. versus on what you do have. And so sometimes we need to be grateful for the one drop of water in order for the deluge of water to come, if that makes any sense. I sense that for Cancers this year, there is a call for your peacemaker energy. There's a call for your emotional insight and emotional balance insight to bring to the table. The Hermit, I feel a sense that Cancers who are watching this may be in a season this year of feeling like you needed to kind of go within to really do a lot of self-care, a lot of looking at self-awareness, taking a stock of what's important to you, what you need to do going forward, how you can best serve yourself and serve others. So I sense that's going to be a big theme for the Cancers this year, is that you're going to be doing some going within, doing some inner analysis. But that doesn't mean you're going to be totally away from the world. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that it's self-analysis. It's all inside of you. You're not consulting a lot of other folks, trying to get a bunch of other people's input. This is you drawing upon your own experience, your own inner well of information and insight. You going within and digging up the answers. And then coming back out and emerging as a strong peacekeeper and conflict manager. But just be careful about thoughts of lack. Be careful about, once we get into a drought, sometimes that's all that our experience can see. It can't even possibly envision something beyond it. So just be careful about that in the new year. All right. All right, Cancers. Now we're moving on to Leo. What's going on for Leo in the new year? What's going on for Leos in the new year? Okay. All right. So we got Wealth, Raven, and River. Wow. So the great news here is that Leo Rebel Souls who are watching this video is going to experience a windfall of wealth, from probably during a time when you weren't even expecting it, or you just didn't know it was going to show up, or it just kind of, it's something maybe you hoped to have manifested, but, you didn't know when it was going to happen. And boom, in 2021, it's happening. So the Raven is about bringing that news of abundance that's coming your way. And also for Leos, with the Raven, sometimes it can be that you're going to be dealing with being a messenger or bringing darker messages to others, where you are going to have to deliver some information that may be challenging for other people to receive. The Raven comes sometimes, not necessarily always with dark, like death, but sometimes when there is shadow aspects of self that needs to be revealed, the messenger is the Raven, and the messenger sometimes is the one that kind of gets hurt because you're delivering some information that people may not be ready to hear, but nevertheless, because you're in a place of being able to be so gifted at doing what you do, you're going to be blessed. So Spirit's saying, don't be afraid of that gift that you have inside of you, Leos, who are watching this, because there's a river that flows continuously with this gift. It just flows and flows and flows and flows. And if you enjoy doing this, you can support yourself and continue to support yourself by sharing the information, by being that Raven in people's lives. Not everyone can be the Raven. Not everyone can receive the information that the Raven is passing on to us. But somebody got to do it. And Leos can do it quite well. And they're going to be blessed for it with this wealth card. There's going to be a river of flowing energy for them. And so just when you meditate, Leos, think about this flowing river of abundance, this flowing river of downloads of information that's washing upon you each and every time you're called upon to use that gift. All right, my Leos. So next, we're going to work with the Virgos, right? All right. Okay. We're working with Virgos. Uh-oh. Let me shuffle these up. No. What's going on with Virgos? Okay. All right, Virgo. So we have lost, DNA connection, influence. So for those Virgos who may be called to watch this, I get a sense that some of you may be dealing with a sense of loss, or maybe helping others. Your gift is being able to help others deal with a sense of loss. You have a gift of that. When people are feeling like they don't have the answers, they don't know what to do, they don't know where to go, how to turn, what to do, all that stuff. You have an ability to just get down to the brass necks, nails and tacks of it all, to be grounded in simplicity, and it just helps people on their path and journey. But for yourself personally, Rebel Soul Virgos, I get a sense you may be dealing with a sense of loss as well, where you're lost, not quite sure where to go. Should you retire? Should you change careers? Should you move here? Should you move there? You know, you're lost in all these different transitions. You may literally also find yourself lost. Like there may be a time in your life in 2021 where you are physically actually lost to the point you're like, I don't know where I am. What am I supposed to be doing? But also with this DNA connection card, I get a sense that some of you are able to download DNA connective energies, being able to pick up on those things, those pathways for people. So you may want to explore more of that gift for that you may have that you can share with others. But this is also, when it comes with the Lost card, this literally could mean people like exploring more about their DNA, exploring their ancestry, exploring their past, helping others to explore their past, helping others to find their genetic history, helping them to find their path. It's quite beautiful. You're going to be quite influential in that way. When we see the influence card, it comes up because you're going to be quite the influence. And others may be influenced by you, by what you're able to present and offer. Okay. Now we're going to move on to Libras. What's going on with Libras? Okay, we got family, warrior, time. Oh, wow. Family, warrior, time. So this year for 2021, the big theme for Libras is more family time, literally fighting for family time, fighting for more time with the family. Like you're so busy, so in high demand, so, people wanting to, they need you, not want you, they need you, this warrior. You are an advocate for many people. You stand up for people. You are that warrior spirit that is able to help others on their journey. We see the animals here. You maybe are really good at tapping into the animal kingdom energy. And you're also very good at understanding the time and space continuum. And you just have a really good gift of timing in your readings, perhaps. And so you're really honing in on that in 2021 for some of you. For others, this is literally you fighting the warrior card for more time with your family. Like it's going to be a big theme for Libras this year. But just know it doesn't have to be a fight. You can actually just carve out little pockets of quality time with your family. And that's okay too. All right, so let's move on to Scorpio. What's going on? And actually, I'm gonna, take these and reshuffle them up like I do. This is for 2021 for our Rebel Soul folks. I thought this would be just so much fun for us. Alright, so we're shuffling for Scorpio. What's coming up? I don't know any cards left. Okay, what's coming up for Scorpio in 2021? For our Scorpio Rebel Souls, we're called to watch this video. And we got 2 cards that jump. Alignment, Shield. Anything else for Scorpios for 2021? Wow, okay. I feel like for Scorpios who are watching this video, that spirituality is really going to be big for you. We have, well, the first card that jumped was Alignment. The next card that jumped was Shield and Buddha. So for Scorpios, like really going on a spiritual quest and spiritual journey, and like almost like going on a pilgrimage to yourself, even if you don't leave your living room, is what's happening big time in 2021 for my Scorpios who are called to watch this video. We have literal alignment. You could be having alignment with your mind, body, spirit. That's happening this year. That's exciting. You're able to help others get into alignment for themselves. This is a gift that those who are Scorpios who are called to watch this video, this is a gift that you have that you can help others in 2021. This is something that you could really be, you know, saying, hey, I am your alignment specialist here. And you're really going to get more confident because you are tapping into your spirituality. And it's providing a beautiful shield to all the mess that's going on in the world. Like you're realizing like you can create this beautiful shield by just really tapping into your inner world and creating that inner protection, and then they will follow. You may also be a shield for others, which I think is beautiful. That this coming year, you may be called to be a shield to others, to be a protector or an advocate for others. And so I think that's wonderful. Like you may be an advocate for animal rights. You may be an advocate for children's rights or what have you. So there's some beautiful things happening on a spiritual and just deeper level for Scorpios this year. It's exciting. Okay, let's move to Sagittarius. What's going on with Sagittarius? What's going on with Sagittarius? Okay, we got music, the church. Okay, let's get one more. What's going on in 2021 for Sag? For the Sag 2021, the first card was music, the church, and seek the truth. Whoa, okay, so for Sagittarians, music is definitely going to be something that you are going to be really a part of, maybe helping other people with their music, maybe you creating your own music, maybe you appreciating music, maybe being able to finally go to concerts, for example, may even be something like that, or just being able to be around live music is something that's happening for our Sagittarians. It also is about the gift of being able to maybe download information while you listen to music. Maybe also you are able to hear songs and glean. Some people actually have this as a gift where they can glean messages of divinity, of like prophecy through the music lyrics based on like a song that pops on. And then the next thing you know, they are able to glean some sort of message from that music. So I think that's interesting and beautiful. The church is also, you know, about coming back to self, coming back to home in terms of your spirituality, Sagittarians. Maybe even actually literally going to church this coming year. Maybe some of you are like, I will never go to a church, but maybe the symbolism here is not so much about church, but more about you getting more religious in terms of being disciplined in how you approach your spirituality. Not that you joined an organized religion, but that you got organized in how you do your religion, how you do your spirituality. It also could mean that some people are literally making music for the church or making music in the church. It could also mean making spiritual music, and not necessarily, you know, gospel songs, but spiritual music, spiritual sounds, spiritual, you know, like harp music that can be played anywhere for anyone. Maybe that's your gift. Seeking the truth. You're on a quest also, literally, of seeking the truth about the old paradigms. This is going to be something big for you, Sagittarians. It's seeking the truth for others. Others are coming to you as the truth seeker. They want to come. They know that you have divine answers and that you can help them. So they come to you. So you could put, you know, if you seek the truth, come to me as part of one of your ads, because you are going to be able to tap into that in a deeper, more profound way. And that's because you've been really working on yourself, your framework of your life, of who you are as a person. That's what I think of with the church, is those constructs, constructs that we build, that we have to help us to stay on the straight and narrow. I get a sense of that being a big theme for Sagittarians this year. All right, so I'm going to shuffle those back in, because we're going to move into, what is it? Sagittarius, Capricorn. So we're going to go to Capricorn. Sorry, I started daydreaming. We're going to go to Capricorn, and then we're going to go to Aquarius and Pisces. All right, so what's going on for 2021 for Capricorn? What's going on? Okay, Guardian Angel. What's going on for Capricorns for 2021? Our Capricorn Rebel Souls. What's going on for them? What's happening here? Okay. All right. So we got Guardian Angel, Reiki, and time. So some of your gifts, Capricorns who are called to watch, is able to tap into guardian angel energy. Also that you are being guided by your own guardian angels, your own spirit guides. So just know that you have that readily available. Some people don't realize they have those available to them. Some of us know that, and some of us need to be reminded. So I think that's beautiful that you're going to be able to really know that and tap into that energy in 2021 deeply and help others deeply on their journey. Also, that something you may want to consider is that if you need some help on your own journey, you can try Reiki. There's distance Reiki. There is also Reiki. I haven't tried distance Reiki yet. I've only experienced Reiki like this woman is experiencing here. But I've heard great things about distance Reiki. I also feel like this may be for some of you confirmation of going on that path of becoming a Reiki master. For some of you, this is confirmation to try this as a modality on yourself, or to incorporate this as something to learn more about as a part of a tool that you have in your arsenal to help others in, you know, as a healer. So you're a healer. And so this is confirmation of that. And then time, that you also are really good at reading about time, doing timing readings, also about recognizing, you know, where we really are. Is time, you know, is time really an illusion? Some of you may be feeling a sense of, I'm running out of time. I need to be getting this done. I need to be getting that done. I have a lot of time. And then this is where we are reminded of the tools that we have to remember that don't get caught so much up into this. You lean into these two things if you need to deal with this impatience, this sense of hurry, or I'm frustrated because I'm running out of time. Remember that there is no time, that we are just, you know, on this journey, and that we'll get there when we get there, etc. And that maybe you are also a gift to helping other people to see that in their own lives. All right, so now let's move on to Aquarius. What's happening for Aquariuses in 2021 for our Rebel Souls? We have energy strands. What's going on for Aquarius? Rebel souls. Oh, wow. A lot of spirituality for us, okay? Energy strands, legacy, spirituality. So our Aquariuses are going to be really tapping into our gifts of being able to pick up on energy strands, pick up on other people's energies. We are really good at that, really, really good at that. And so that's going to be more of that, and people are going to be really learning about our gifts to do that. So, you know, just be aware of that. Also, this may be a call to cut some energy strands, cut some energy ties, some energy cords that may have been may still be tethered to you and holding you back to some negative habits, negative thought patterns, negative people, even negative situations, negative jobs. You will be cutting those in 2021, probably at the very onset, like in January even. It's going to feel great. And you're going to be so inspired by how you've been able to cut some energy strands and ignite new ones towards things you love, that you're going to be able to help others on their path and journey. You're building a legacy, Aquarians. This year, as you know, you probably are getting excited because you already in 2020 and maybe 2019 had already started planting the seeds of this legacy that you're building and growing and expanding upon. But now it is really taking off in 2021. You're leaving behind a legacy of love, leaving behind a legacy of prophecy, leaving behind a legacy of just amazing things. So that's exciting. Spirituality is also going to be a big theme for Aquarians this year. Aquarian rebel souls. Helping other people on their spiritual journey is going to be one big aspect of it. But also what would be a big aspect is your own spiritual journey. You see the spiral of going within, spiraling, going within, being tested in certain ways, but not in a bad way, but just you pushing yourself further and further out into your dreams, into your goals, is going to put you into situations that are unfamiliar to you, uncharted territory for you or anyone else in your life. No one has done this before, Aquarians. So you are going to be really leaning into your spirituality, because that's all that you're going to really be able to draw from, because no one else is going to be able to advise you or give you the guidance, because they haven't done it themselves yet. You are a pioneer in this situation. So it's a good thing to receive in your reading. Okay. It's exciting times though. Exciting times for all of us, really. All right. Now we're going to finally get to our Pisces. Pisces, what's going on in your 2021? Pisces rebel souls, what's happening? Okay. Okay, we'll go with that. All right, so we got Druid, Raven, and Fork in the Road. Wow. Okay, so for my rebel soul, rebel souls who identify as Pisces, I get a sense that with the Druid energy, this is that old ancient kind of Celtic wizardry, if you will, to me, like that old magic. Like, so the kind of magic that you bring ritual, you bring spells and a certain kind of magic to your practice that not everyone does, not everyone else can. You bring it in a way that's practical, but you bring it. Not everyone, like for me, sometimes I'm just busting out the cards, and it's just me busting out the cards. There's no ritual in it. But for you, it's going to be a ritualistic process, and people need and crave that. Not every person needs and crave it, but your tribe does. So you're going to be really putting yourself out there as this magical person in the coming year. And don't be afraid to put yourself out there, and don't be afraid to lean into your magical tribe. Maybe there's someone who's doing things like how you aspire to do things in your own practice, in your own world, and you will be inspired by them. We got Raven. You are also, I think it was Leo who got this card, I believe. where you're able to deliver information that in a way that is palatable for people to receive. The raven brings messages, and sometimes those messages are not easy to receive for whatever reason. And you are able to deliver it in a way that people are able to receive those messages. And that's a really important gift. It's a gift of empathy. And it's a gift of empathizing with someone's pain. It's palatable. You can feel it. So because you can feel it, you intuitively know how to respond to that person, what information that they need to hear in this moment. You're still giving them truth. The raven is not about giving lies, delivering lies. No, no, no. The raven is about delivering truth, the truth serum, but in a way that can be swallowed. So you have that gift. Remember that. Remember that you can even say that you delivered the news, but in a delicate approach, or And also, Pisces will be dealing with a fork in the road, having to come to a fork in the road and make a decision. And it's a big decision. It's a big decision that you will face, but you will not face it alone. You will have your magical support system. You will be able to download divine messages from spirit because you have that gift. You will be able to also work with others who have the gift. If you're too close to the situation that you feel like you're too close that you really can't trust the messages that you're downloading for yourself, you can then access other people. You can rely on another reader to help you with this big decision, but there's a fork in the road. You will, of course, make the right decision on which direction you will go in, but know that this big decision, you probably can't go wrong. If you look at this fork here, it's almost like we don't know what's on the other side. Maybe they go in different directions, or maybe they come back and diverge. They do like this, and they cross again. So go with what feels good in your heart, what you know that you can sleep at night with, and then just trust that everything's going to work out. Okay? All right, my lovely, I can't even talk now. I have been blah, 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 blah. I want to say thank you for watching. This was fun for me. I was like, let me do this. I just all of a sudden was called to do it. I knew I had emails to respond to. I knew I had things to do, but I was like, no, let me hop on here and do this while I'm inspired to do it, because I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to do a end of the year 2020 some odd thing for my Rebel Souls. But I was like, you know what I will do, and what I'm inspired to do right now is a 2021 Rebel Souls reading by astrological signs. So that's what we did today, and I'm so glad that you joined me. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts about your signs. Don't forget to combine them. Check out your sun, moon, and rising, right? And then see how it all comes together for you. That's always fun. And share in the comments on those different combinations, or what you anticipate is coming. Or maybe you did your own little reading on yourself, your own New Year's reading. What's been coming up? Did anything resonate and come up for you from this reading with that reading? I want to hear from you. All right, guys. Love you. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for all your love, all your support, for being here, watching the content, being actively engaged and commenting, liking, sharing, talking to me, cheering me up. You all rock. And I'm truly, from the depths of my soul, wishing you the most amazing, most abundant, most happy, most healthy 2021 ever. Mwah. Love you. Happy New Year.